As you can see, I have a Brembo Caliper here. This is a Brembo Caliper from R34, Nissan Skyline GTR R34. Actually, I was clean up halfway, then I was thinking, why not I just make a video, just show it to you guys, even though it's just a simple cleaning. Oh shit, as you can see, so dirty, right? So it's very dirty, it's very dusty for this used caliper. I got it from R34 GTR Skyline. I like to clean up before install it, so I was thinking maybe I can just share with you guys how I do it, and then for those who want to know or want to see more in near or more detail about the Nissan Skyline GTR 34 Brembo Caliper, maybe this video will help you. And I'm not doing any service, but I just clean up, alright? So don't misunderstood, I'm not doing service, but I just clean up, okay? So first thing, this caliper, when I got it, is quite dirty. I have cleaned up some of the surface, so as you can see, it's a bit clean from the surface. From here and here is clean, but the internal is a lot of this brake dust, so it's very dirty. So I was thinking it's better I clean up before I install it. First thing, what we have to do is we cover up by tape. Just cover up the inlet of the brake foot for the brake hose, so all the dust and water or whatever chemical we are used for clean up the caliper will not go inside, and then of course for the fluid inside would not come out as well. So what we do, just tape it, cover up. I put some paper inside, and then I tape it and cover up. So now we can start the cleaning, okay? And first I would like to show how to remove the brake pads, then we start to clean, okay? Let's go. First, what we're going to do is we remove the brake pad, okay? So from here you can see there is two pin holding up the brake pad from here, and there is a spring washer here, alright? So you see this small pin and this small pin. First we have to remove first this pin, okay? Just slowly, just use a screwdriver, gently just remove it. Okay, you can see the pin is out. Another one. Okay, very simple, very easy. Second pin is out. So what we need to do next is we're going to push this pin from the outer to the inner, alright? As you can see, this is a smaller pinhole and this is the bigger one, so you have to push out this way, okay? This spring is very strong. If you want to just push out like that, this pin is quite difficult. What you need to do, because this spring washer is quite strong, so you have to push down a bit. You have to push down a bit so it's easier for you to push out this pin, okay? So just use a screwdriver, push down, then you pull out the pin. Okay, I should do it this way. So push down a bit for this spring, okay? As you can see, you can push down, then remove it by the plier. See, pin is out. So when the first one is out, this bracket will be out also, so it will be very easy for us to work now. Then this one just move out, alright? And the brake pad is out. Just as simple as that. But always remember, when you take out the brake pad, there is a bracket here, there's a shim plate here. So this shim plate, you make sure you don't lose it, because this is should be there, as this is the original So make sure the shim plate you don't lose it. Okay, can see the dust. This is how dirty is the caliper. So as you can see, it's very dirty. A lot of brake dust all around this caliper. So what I'm going to do, we just clean up. Okay, simple. As for me, I always like to spray with water first. Okay, just get it wet. It's easier for you to clean up the dust because all the dust has been stick there for quite a long time. So what I do usually, I will spray with water first. No worries, once we have covered here, this thing has been covered, so we are not worried the water will go inside. Alright, even here also the water won't go inside because this is all the seal is here. If the water can go inside, means the brake fluid will come out as well. So no worries, this is really no worries. So we spray with water. Simple wash. I just get a glove, a used glove, and then with soap, and then just clean up. Okay. So this is easier for me to work. Usually I will wash few times. First we wash whatever we think we can do first, and then we clean up and then wash again. That will be cleaner. Okay. See, so dirty now. As you can see, it's really dirty. So we wash it. See, so dirty, right? Wow, there's a lot of brake dust. So dirty. Okay, then what we do, this first stage, we spray with a bit of water so we can have a look which area we haven't cleaned up. If we just clean up just all the way, we can't see where is the dirt. So what we do, we clear up a bit first for the first time, right? At least we can see, okay, there's a few parts we have to clean up, right? Then we continue again. This time I use a small brush for the detailing cleanup. Because this kind of part, usually the cloth is quite hard to enter, so you just use a toothbrush to clean up. Alright, especially the very narrow part, you need a brush. See this narrow part for the nipple. It's very useful by using the brush, because there's a lot of very narrow area which our finger can't even enter, just using the brush to clean up. And of course the piston here with the rubber seal, we always have to clean as well. Then we spray with some water, see whether which part haven't cleaned yet. See the difference, right? Okay. See all the narrow parts, which is quite hard to enter by finger, and maybe this sharp part will cut your finger, so it's better you use a brush. All right, you can see it's so easy to clean up, and all the dirt is out. Clean up the piston as well, or the piston area. This metal plate will cut your hand or your finger, so be careful. Just use a brush, and then you can, as you can see, all the dust is inside. It's very hard to just clean up by our finger or with cloth, so always use brush. As you can see, this one, see? Clean. Can see this part is very hard to use a cloth to enter, so what we do, you can see this part, or it's very tight area, so if you only use a cloth you can, but it's quite difficult. You can clean up, apply some force, so we get clean. Alright, but when it's too tight, what we do, always use a brush. Always apply a rubber carpet on the floor before you do all the work, because if you just do on the floor, we scratch all over the caliper, especially the surface. Then your caliper won't be nice anymore, unless you want to recon or refurbish, repaint it. If not, you make sure you put a rubber on the floor, so the floor won't stretch the caliper surface. Alright, very important, yeah, this one. Sometimes this OEM parts you not necessarily have to overhaul if there's no leakage or no damage on the piston, so it's better for you just to remain and just clean up we do. Of course, unless it's a leakage or the brake piston is jammed, it's better for you to refurbish or service it. But as you can see, all the piston is very in good condition. As you can see, beautiful, very beautiful. So for this one, you no need to remove the piston for service. Basically, you just clean up and you reuse already. Not all second-hand parts you need to refurbish or overhaul or service. I will not make to super clean, as this thing going to reuse, and soon we will get dirt again with all the brake dust. So we only clean as much as possible, and the rest we just leave it as is it. So don't complain me, say I've washed not clean, okay? Because I don't plan to use any chemical to wash. Just use water with soap. That's all. Very simple, water with soap. And then this is the basic result we will get, because we don't use chemical. Basically, I think for own use it's okay with just a bit of dirt. Like most of it, like this one, I think is something like when they paint the car, they spray the black color under the mud flat. So this is all the plane they will touch. This is a problem when they don't cover up. Okay, I will let dry. Later I will spray with air, so make sure everything is clean up. Don't forget to wash the spring and the pin, don't forget. I like to use a glove to wash things because we can apply some force on it when we need it, so it's more easier. So as you can see, it just sounds so dirty. Much clean, right? But of course, we still need to clean more. See, beautiful. And now the pin. See, it's so dirty. This is a tiny part for the safety pin. So we use a brush because it's so tiny. Yes. Don't lose it, it's very small. Alright. Once go to the drain, I think it's very hard to find. And this is original, oops. And this is original. This is a original Brembo safety pins. I think, I'm not sure whether we can get in the market or not if we lost it. Okay, as many people say, brake pad never touch water, but for me, in this case, I just want to wash it because it's a used one that's very dusty. I will try not to soak water for long or more than 5 minutes. I try to clean everything just in maybe in 1 minute. So don't let the water soak into the brake pads, because if you soak into the brake pad, maybe we damage or cause the brake pad are not so strong anymore. So okay, I have to make a quick one, especially the side. I will not wash the center because no point you wash the center. This is where the place where you connect to the rotor, the brake rotor. Once it's moved, it still get wear, so no need to wash. But for me, I prefer to wash the side because it's too dusty. Yes, I agree. Many people say brake pad not supposed to touch water. I also agree, but in this case, I just want to wash. But in a quick one, less than 1 minute or 2. And then, and remember, you straight away remember quickly dry up with dry cloth. just dry it up. Okay, don't let the water soak inside, quickly dry it up. Okay, yes, it's dry. Get as dry as possible and surround it. So the pad is clean now. Good. And this is the shim plate. Shim plate, no problem, you can just wash it. Also a lot of dirt. Yes. Okay, it's all clean up and already dry. For me, I use a spray gun, air gun to spray to dry it with air. So if you do it at home, if you don't have a air gun to clean it up, it's okay. You just maybe get some sun bath to let it dry. Maybe about 20 to 30 minutes under the sun should be dry. But of course, the best way is you have an air gun to clean up. If you don't have, so the alternative way is just to let it dry itself by just put it under the sun. Alright, so okay, now we're going to put it back. The caliper is here, the spring washer, the pin, the safety pin, and of course the brake pad. So it's all here. So now we're going to put in. Don't forget the shim plate. There's shim plate always you must put in before the brake pad. Okay, right. Then the brake pads. So okay, make sure the brake pad sit properly on this bracket here. See, one more time I will show to you guys. This brake pad, see, make sure you sit properly inside. Okay, make sure, it's very important. This one again, put in the pin first, then the shim plate, then the brake pads. Okay, just put in the pin. The shim, everything is in. It is more easy, as you can see. Put in both. Then I have to slowly figure out how should I put in the pin. Yes, so just push it if I can. Yes, easy. Be careful, the spring, this spring is very sharp. If you not careful, we cut your finger. Right, make sure you very careful. Yes, so what we do now, we knock it and then make sure there's a hole to put in the pin. So you always must adjust the hole towards up, so it's easier for you to put in the pin. Okay, alright, see, there's a hole, just put in. Okay, yes, one is in. Another one, you adjust the hole. As you can see, this hole is go one side, so what we do, we adjust it. Okay, and here do we go, the pin. See, the hole is here. Yep, it's done. Ta-da! complete. As you can see, it's not very clean, but for me it's okay. We're going to use it anyway, and I just clean it for fun. And most people don't even clean it and use it. For me, I just want to clean it, and it's just for fun, right? And so I can make some video for you guys to see how a Brembo from R34 GTR looks like. And in here, maybe while we are filming this one, you can see many angles. Maybe you want to study something, yeah. So this is original Brembo with the Brembo logo. Yep. Alright, that